Hello. Hi, we're live. Hello. Welcome, everyone. All of yous. Welcome to Couch Pundits Sports Formula One stream. Every week we come back. We talk about Formula One. We talk about why Ferrari is Ferrari. We wonder. We try to talk about it. I don't know. Someday we'll figure it out. This week I'm joined by Arsh, once again, my co-host, friend, McLaren fan,
Stalker.
Stalker, follower on roads, all of those things, and enthusiastic esports driver. What's up, Arsh?
Yes, my wheel is right here.
Yeah. How's
Actually, fun fact, now that you brought up esports, actually, it's been good. Actually, there have been issues. I've not been able to drive my wheel for the last month. क्योंकि मैं इंडिया से व्हील वापस लाया तो थोड़ा इशू है वोल्टेज का तो because I bought a new wheel in India, so I had to bring that back. वोल्टेज का इशू है because I brought a new wheel in India. Like मैं नया वाला खरीदा इंडिया में क्योंकि सस्ता मिल रहा था. Instead of buying it, I just bought it there. तो
स्पाइक गार्ड ले लेना.
हाँ, so I've ordered. यहाँ पे बहुत महंगा मिल रहा था. तो I finally found on Amazon that was getting delivered, but वो 2 हफ्ता लगा रहा था. But Saturday को no 2 महीना लगा रहा था. Sorry, Saturday को there was this sale that was going on, and then that I picked it up. तो वो आज आ रहा है.
Nice. So basically, तेरा strategy नहीं चला to get the spike guard.
Nothing, bro. 1 महीने से चल रहा था to get the converter, but Facebook पे try किया. 3 लोग ने message किया मुझे that we'll give it to you and everything, and I was willing to meet them, but एक बंदे ने तो cancel कर दिया. That sorry, I forgot to tell you only. मैं पहुंचा and I was like hello. He's like oh I forgot to tell you I've taken my daughter out. मैं बोला ठीक है कल मिल. कल मैंने उसको मैसेज किया, उसने फेसबुक से पोस्टिंग निकाल दी. दूसरे बंदे ने मैंने उसको बोला मिल, उसने बोला हाँ. मैंने उसको अगले दिन मैसेज किया कब मिल रहा है, रिप्लाई नहीं किया. तीसरे बंदे ने बोला आई फॉरगॉट आई डोंट हैव इट एनीमोर. लाइक ठीक है ब्रो, लाइक मेरे किस्मत में नहीं है.
तेरे ये स्टोरी में अपने जितने भी व्यूअर्स थे ना सब चले गए.
व्यूअर
थे व्यूअर्स. तूने स्टोरी चालू किया उससे पहले.
ओके लेट्स.
तेरी मम्मी थी वो भी चली गई.
let's
back. Talk about it, man. Let's talk about what we're here to talk about, and that is Ferrari's failures, and how let's just get the ruining the whole
let's just get
experience.
The elephant in the room out of the way before we get to the race. Mr. Alonso joins Aston Martin.
Yeah, and Seb retires.
Seb retires तो हमने डिस्कस कर दिया था, वो फ्रांस पे ही आ गया था. बट
बोल क्या बोलना है तेरे को.
मुझे कुछ बोलना है एक्चुअली. थोड़ा न्यूज़ हमने थोड़ा रिसर्च किया इसके बारे में, ये कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के बारे में, बिकॉज इट वाज वेरी अनएक्सपेक्टेड. Even though I think somewhere or the other we predicted this, if it was not the last podcast, it was the one before that. हमने कहीं ना कहीं तो बात की है कि Fernando Alonso will move to Aston Martin. मुझे याद है, but anyway, so 31st July was actually the last date Alpine had given Alonso to finally tell them कि भाई बता क्या कर रहा है, because Alpine wanted Alonso to warm Oscar Piastri's seat for another year.
Right.
They wanted Oscar to sit 1 more year out and have Alonso develop the car for them for 1 more year. Alonso did not want that. Alonso wanted a multi-year contract. And what happened is the team principal of Alpine admitted in an interview that they did not know about Alonso moving to Aston Martin, and they found out when Aston Martin posted on their socials.
No way. So Alonso didn't communicate to them directly, or he told them, "I'm not joining you."
No.
He gave them that.
No. When the team principal approached now I forgot, I can't pronounce his name.
Otmar.
The Alpine. No, Otmar is Otmar is Alpine. Sorry, Team Schnaufs is the other guy. Whatever.
जो भी है.
So जो भी है. So when Otmar approached Fernando, he said that no, I haven't put pen to paper for any other team. I'm not looking. Simple. He just said, I'm not looking.
He
And
said no. कि मैं
I'm
तुम
not
लोग को नहीं
looking.
कर रहा.
नहीं, he told
अच्छा
Alpine,
वो
I'm
लोग को
not
झूठ
looking.
बोला कि मैं कुछ नहीं कर रहा, मैं Formula 1 ही छोड़ देगा.
I'm not looking at any other team right now.
अच्छा.
He's like, I'm not looking, don't worry. And then, thak, to announcement. But yeah.
But
And so, which means Oscar Piastri might not get the seat because the deadline, according to the contract for Oscar Piastri to revert, has been passed. So Oscar Piastri might not be racing in 23.
What deadline is this, man?
Due to legal concerns. Because 31st of July ka deadline tha na.
So wait. So you're saying Alonso didn't intimate Alpine that he was considering someone else. So Alpine was under the impression that Alonso would continue with them.
Yeah.
And therefore Oscar Piastri was like, अभी मेरे को तो कुछ करने का है नहीं, मेरे को वैसे भी सीट नहीं मिल रहा है, तो मैं भी कुछ नहीं बोलेगा. I mean, I find that a little difficult to believe, because in a situation where there is going to be a consequence to, or rather a contingency based on which your acceptance or denial will be considered. If I was advising Piastri, I would say I am agreeable if it's available.
So now that's the thing. So now the last line of that, what I read, the last line of that said exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
That now it's all up to Piastri. We're waiting for what Piastri and Mark Webber have decided for themselves, or what teams they've spoken to over in between all of this confusion.
Because Williams has 2 seats open next year.
Which is why they put that in, like the article literally said, it's now up to Oscar Piastri and Mark Webber, because Mark Webber is his manager. It's up to both of them to finally figure out कि क्या कर रहे हैं ये लोग.
नहीं मतलब काफी scene हो गया है. After Vettel retired and Alonso went here, Piastri was supposed to go to Alpine. Now you're saying he is not necessarily going to go to Alpine. He could go anywhere else.
He could go anywhere else.
Even Bottas is confirmed for next year, or
Bottas, I will continue.
It seems right now.
I think he is 99%
deal
sure.
तो है, मेरे हिसाब
because
से
this is his first year with Alfa Romeo, right?
उसको 2 साल का तो दिया था, 23
he is confirmed. In fact, Guan Yu Zhou is not confirmed. He is confirmed.
Guan Yu Zhou is not confirmed, but I think Guan Yu Zhou will get confirmed. It's not. He's had a pretty decent showing. If not here, तो there उसको मिल जाएगा.
So the teams with single seaters are Alfa Romeo with Bottas confirmed, Alfa Tauri with Gasly, Ocon with Alpine, and Haas with Magnussen. So
Tsunoda, Guan Yu Zhou, Albon, and Latifi are not there next year, confirmed.
And Mick Schumacher.
And Mick. Magnussen का भी थोड़ी है. Magnussen का तो है.
Magnussen confirmed contract है. He's on the grid.
Magnussen है. Schumacher तो रहेगा. कहाँ रहेगा वो नहीं पता. This is my belief.
It could be a possibility that Zhou and Schumacher switch.
That would be sad.
But there is a possibility.
That would suck.
Because both are under kind of the same program. And there is, I think, another possibility as well. Hear me out.
Schumacher goes to Alpine?
No. Zhou goes to Alpine.
And Schumacher stays where he is.
No, Schumacher goes to Romeo.
Albon goes to Haas.
Correct.
But Haas Ferrari है यार. Red Bull वाला Ferrari में क्यों जाएगा?
Red Bull वाला Mercedes में क्यों गया?
Red Bull वाला Mercedes में गया कितना begrudgingly यार, और उस पे सब डेटा दे रहा है वो लोग को.
But Ferrari would be better, no, right now, with the way Ferrari are competing against quote unquote competing against Red Bull.
Or maybe he'll go back to Alpha.
Possible.
Whatever. Okay, we're not talking about that. We spoke about Alonso. Let's move back. Let's come back. Let's talk about Hungaroring. Let's talk about the disaster that was the hard tires. Let's talk about Red Bull's tragedy. Let's talk about Max Verstappen's race. And let's contrast it with Leclerc and Ferrari's mishaps, misadventures. Just, man. Okay, as someone who enjoys, as not a fan of any particular team or driver, but generally of the sport, it's fun, it's fun when they make mistakes like this, because these people are at the pinnacle of the sport. They are. at the pinnacle of the sport. And when you see these people who are supposed to be experts and whatever, make such glaring errors where you as a novice are like, ye kyun kiya? It feels good. I don't know how you feel, but I felt that when I saw Magnussen going onto those hard tires and losing 3 seconds per lap, then Alpine going onto the hard tires and losing close to 2 seconds per lap, between 1 and 2 seconds per lap, I was like, okay, now we know. Now we know. This is not the tire. Anyway, they had moved one tire compound up. So what was the hard tire in the last race was the medium tire in this race. So I explained to me what went on the pit wall for Ferrari. Please.
Now, I have a reasoning for it as well.
I'm hoping you do.
It's called stupidity. Now, I would have understood if the team decisions for any team, not only Ferrari, be it there are 10 teams in Formula 1, be it any team, I would have understood if those decisions during the race were taken by those 50 people in the garage. There are about 8 people that sit on the pit wall, and there are about 20-30 people in the garage, right? Those decisions are under pressure, right? So if the entire decision is taken by them, I completely understand. Chalo, theek hai. Human error hota hai. It's under pressure. It's a very high pressure situation. But that's not the case. You've got people that are sitting in your headquarters helping you do it, who are not on the racetrack, who are dealing with pressure, but on a much lesser level than you are. The hell are you doing?
You don't have an explanation, Arsh. You are echoing my sentiments.
No, I am giving you the explanation for why it was pure stupidity. Every time I would have a justification or be kind of supporting stupidity. But here, this is just pure stupidity.
Last race, they messed with Sainz's race with their strategies. He was finishing third. Easy. He was finishing third. Easy. Okay, he was on the podium. No. Come in and serve your time penalty. Are you? Why? Change your tires. Why? I will go there. This race, okay, they put Leclerc on hards. Clearly he was struggling. Why did they pit him and put him on softs? With such little time left in the race, what were they expecting him to do? He could have finished fourth.
What were the total pit stops that they did?
3.
For Leclerc, 3, right?
He was the only one in the front runners who did 3 stops. Everyone else was on 2 stops.
Yeah. The third stop was not needed.
You know, if they had gone...
Okay, see, I understand you made the mistake.
This is a great statistic. Hamilton has more podiums than Leclerc this
season. I know. I read that. I read it online and I was just like, what the hell? Is that funny? But
I mean,
no. But my point is, I understand. Chalo, theek hai. Human error, galti ho gayi. You've made the mistake. Now that you've made the mistake, embrace it. Like, yes, and use those hard tires because you know those hard tires are going to last longer than your mediums, the ones that are people in front of you. So attack them. Don't worry about tire wear. Attack them. Put them under pressure. If you put them under pressure, there are times where either they'll lock up, or if they don't lock up, their tires will end, like they will be defending so hard that their tires will wear out quicker. And because the tires are wearing out quicker, they will end up being slower towards the end of the race, hence giving you a chance to overtake.
Yeah.
Put that pressure. You know you've got now a more durable tire. Use that to your advantage. Convert that to your advantage, the mistake. But no. We will bring you in.
That
Oh, good Lord.
I did not follow them putting him on the hard tires, but like I said, bringing him
Chal,
in for the third stop
ठीक
was just
है.
his tires were going to last till the end of the race.
Exactly. So, chal, ठीक है, done. You made the mistake. You put him on the hards, but you're not losing that much time.
Has
You're
there been
losing.
any explanation? Have you seen any post-race interview from Binotto or anybody else explaining
Yes.
that particular move?
Yes, everyone said it doesn't matter because the car was not fast. I was like, if the car was not fast, that's all the more reason for you not to put on the hards. Because
No. The move to pit him the third time. What was the reasoning? Is that, if chat can help us out, I would love to hear this. Okay, वो थर्ड स्टॉप का क्या होता, वर्स्ट केस क्या होता, वो फोर्थ से सिक्स चला जाता ना ओवरटेक हो के, उससे तो ज्यादा नहीं होता, उतना टाइम नहीं था. Yeah, and what you're also saying by making him pit the third time is we have no faith in your defense, Charlie boy. We don't think you're capable of defending this. So, what that must do to his confidence, God only knows. Harsa is saying he read Leclerc is joining Alpine. If you can send us a link, I would be very happy to read this.
who said?
Sahib, Leclerc joining Alpine is not going to happen unless Alpine says, we are bringing the engine from God and the reliability from the devil. Oh, that was a joke. Okay, yeah. Like the title, like the thumbnail that we've put up, that is also a joke.
It was just like Leclerc. I'm just trying to firstly imagine him in that car.
Speaking of jokes, George Russell was on pole this week.
Yeah. Maiden pole and great segue.
Yeah.
You spoiled it, Dhaval, sorry. And it's
I don't read negative comments, please. I don't read negative comments.
It's not Dhaval.
Look, this George Russell on pole, the guy with 2 first names. The guy with 2 first names earns his maiden pole.
2 first names.
I don't know where he found that pace. Sainz was looking very clear to be on pole after Red Bull had those issues in qualifying.
Best thing in qualifying. People are doing purples. Latifi put in a purple sector 1. Okay.
That's in FP3, no?
Yeah, that's what I'm just talking about qualifying. Just talking about qualifying overall. Imagine Latifi has put a purple sector 1. Now in Q1, people are put in Q3, sorry. Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, all of the Verstappen, Leclerc, Hamilton, freaking Hamilton DRS issue. Sainz, everyone's putting, purple sectors. Russell, green, pole. Huh?
What? It is possible, technically, mathematically.
Mathematically, yeah, but you just you can't see it. It's like you can't see it coming because अच्छा green कर रहा है, P2, P3 आ जाएगा. Pull. Wow.
I mean, I was happy. He was happy. Lewis was also seemingly happy. Like, chalo, अपना गाड़ी तो है pole पे. Like, मैं नहीं तो कोई और ही सही.
But Hamilton knows. I think they're going to win a race in the next, as soon as the summer break starts. Bro.
Hamilton could have won this race if he was on pole. This is my feeling.
Easy. 100.
If he was on pole, he had the pace. He got fastest lap also. So the pace was there. And this is one of those tracks that fast corners and everything would suit the Mercedes car. So it was there.
Fast corner.
Not for the DRS issue, we don't know what was possible.
Difficult to overtake as well, so it doesn't matter even if your car is.
एक ही तो spot है overtake का.
Yeah.
Ricardo ने किया वो मस्त ऐसा double overtake एक जगह पे, but that was more down to Esteban and Fernando.
I was just about to say that he took advantage of the 2 Alpines, kind of.
You think Esteban's driving this weekend and anything to do with Fernando's decision?
Fernando's decision was announced before the race.
Fernando's decision was not announced before the race, my man.
That's what I'm saying.
So, it was not.
So then how does it matter if if Ocon's racing was based on Fernando's decision.
No, I'm saying was the decision based on Ocon's racing this
Oh,
weekend.
no.
उसका
I doubt it.
misbehavior, बदतमीजी.
I doubt it.
ओकॉन की बदतमीजी ने किया फर्नांडो को परेशान, छोड़ दिया टीम, चल पड़े,
हो गए वो फरार
or whatever.
So they lost a viewer, but getting back to it, I think I don't think so. I think the reason why Alonso left Alpine was because they were only willing to offer him a 1-year contract, and Alonso is like, "Bhai, tera abhi," like basically Alonso said, "Buddha hoga tera baap."
और क्या लगता है तुझे वो लांस स्ट्रोल के साथ तो कैसा रहेगा फर्नांडो? वो लांस स्ट्रोल को बड़ा भैया बनाएगा कि लांस स्ट्रोल फर्नांडो को वॉशिंग चेंजिंग रूम में देख के मतलब रोने लग जाएगा?
I think it's the same way he treated Esteban. The only difference is I think Alonso's going to charge, like he's going to want to have a lot more money coming in his bank account, and Lawrence Stroll needs a way to hide more black money. So, like, it's like a what do you call? Couple made in heaven.
Match made in heaven.
Rab ne bana di jodi. Yeah, match made in heaven.
Nice. But yeah, we'll see how that dynamic works out. It's going to be interesting because Fernando is way better than Lance Stroll, as was Seb. But
I think Lawrence is just going to go to Alonso and be like, "You are the son I never had." So that's how I really see that happening.
How Lance must feel. Okay, let's analyze your favorite team.
Yeah, decent performance from them this weekend. I think Lando could have gotten a podium.
That's all from us tonight, guys. मतलब कुछ भी बोलेगा तो अभी, हाँ?
We lost one more viewer. Oh, dude, no, I really think they had a decent weekend. It's just that I think Ricardo also he was riding well. Yeah, ठीक है, 5-second time penalty मिला उसको, but
ठोक दिया लड़के ने यार.
कहाँ ठोका ब्रो? कहाँ देखा?
लांस स्ट्रोल को ऐसा मस्त ऐसा वो मनूवर किया जो पुलिस वाले करते हैं ना क्रिमिनल्स को, ऐसा पीछे वाले टायर को ऐसे करके घुमा दो गाड़ी.
See, it was Lance Stroll's fault. He left Ricardo way too much space. that was clearly Stroll's fault. He left way too much space for Ricardo. I know I'm being biased here, but I think he left way too much space. And Stroll, like even Ricardo was like, "Bro, तू क्या करेगा इतना space का? थोड़ा तू भी ले." Yeah, and he crashed. But
did he crash? Did he crash or was he spun around?
Spun around.
We'll never know. If we speak to McLaren fans, we'll never know the truth.
I'm telling you, Lance Stroll's fault. He left way too much space for Ricardo. He should have pushed him off the track a bit. Like, that's his fault.
Okay, talk about Max. What do you think of his race?
I told you this last podcast, and I'm telling you this again. The car can't keep up with the guy. P10 to P1 in Hungary. Pagal hai tu.
But that was a lot due to strategy. He did 2 undercuts.
He did. He undercut Hamilton beautifully.
No, he overtook Hamilton. He didn't
undercut. He undercut him.
No, he overtook Hamilton, dude.
Arey, Hamilton said it in the see the post-race interview.
Arey, he undercut Russell, Baba.
He undercut Hamilton, yeah.
Undercut Russell and Sainz.
He undercut Hamilton and Sainz. He said it in the interview also. Hamilton said it as soon as he got a P2. He's like, I could have gone for the win, but Max undercut us really well at the perfect time.
Us being Russell, not him.
He said, I could have gone for the win, but Max undercut us really well.
You're wrong.
Okay. Harsahib Singh, why don't you tell us who's right?
But he had a little spin Adrian Newey, after the race, was talking to him about that. Obviously, apparently there was a clutch slip or something.
No. As soon as he put foot to the throttle, he kind of spun.
I believe Arsh is frozen.
No, Baba, you froze.
Acha, I froze. For me,
Yeah.
you froze.
Arey, same to same. But anyway, I was saying the same thing on the stream. I think Dhaval froze. Fun fact. What?
I'm here.
Arey, that's what I was saying when you froze.
Okay.
So what I was saying is I think he put too much throttle on the car and into the corner, and then he spun. Sometimes it happens. And he spun, it's okay. Same thing like Leclerc. Very similar to Leclerc.
There's some news coming in. I don't know the veracity of this information, but
yes,
Piastri confirmed.
I just got the news.
That shatters all the
things that we were talking about at the start. Okay, so it is confirmed Alpine, Oscar Piastri, there is finally gets a seat in science with Alpine. It is coming in. It has come in. It came in about 9 minutes ago. Came in about 9 minutes ago.
So that is quite interesting news. Breaking news.
Breaking Alpine.
आ रहे हैं Academy Award Piastri.
You heard it here first.
Not on the official channels. We are a journalism, sports news broadcaster, pundits. But that's, I mean, yeah.
It was kind
surprised. I wouldn't say we're surprised. I would say Arsh was wrong though. Yeah, he was wrong earlier.
I read an article today morning in the bathroom. Okay.
See, this is what happens when, instead of taking a shit, you fill your head with shit.
I read it today morning in the morning.
I would not be surprised if Arsh is the kind of guy who, after taking a dump, handles it.
Yeah.
Like picks it up out of the pot and looks at it and then.
Okay, that's it from us at Pundits Sports. Thank you, guys.
I would not be surprised if Arsh is the kind of guy. He's so full of shit.
Okay, can we please get back now to the race?
Yeah, please.
हो गया. हाँ, confirm हो गया, bro. Like ठीक है, चलो.
Alpine का रेस तो काफी घटिया था. साइंस का रेस एकदम ऐसा नॉन-डिस्क्रिप्ट था. पेरेज की बात करें तो वो भी काफी मतलब he was off the pace quite a bit this weekend. Like the whole weekend he was off the pace.
Talking about Ferrari, I just wanted to go back to Ferrari. We've got a new copy in the paddock. Like how we've got a green Red Bull in Aston Martin, we have got a white Ferrari
in Haas.
Correct. The new side pod design are exactly the same. Gunther Steiner said it in an interview as well. I don't know if you heard. It's all over the news. You heard?
No.
Oh, if we have to copy, I'm obviously not going to copy Williams. No offense to them, but I'd rather copy the best.
Ooh-wee. Maybe Ferrari told them to do it and gather more data for them.
So Williams?
No, Haas.
Oh, put the side pod on the Haas and gather more data so that if it works, they can put it on the Ferrari. Fair enough. Yeah, that's a good conspiracy.
Because they're using the same engine, so
yeah, fair enough.
To
use the same aero as well.
Yeah,
fair enough. Who else have we got to talk about?
No one worth mentioning. Almost Bottas, almost 2 years in a row ruins Hungarian GP.
Hungarian Grand Prix. He broke
almost. Okay,
he put the brakes so early.
He put the brakes so early where he was just like, no, तुम लोग सब लोग जाओ. तू अपना घर जा, गाय लेके और उसको भी लेके जा. लेकिन मैं नहीं जाएगा. मैं किसी को नहीं ठोकेगा. And then, of all the things, causes a virtual safety car with 2 laps to go. And it could have easily been a
But
safety car. If it had been
not
a
his
safety car, the
fault.
race
It
would
was
have
not his
ended
fault.
under safety car.
It was not his fault.
Yeah, it was not his fault. But imagine the scenes if this happened with 5 or 6 laps to go and Hamilton had just pulled into second on soft tires with a full safety.
Again, you're back. The same thing happened about 8 months ago.
We do not talk about Abu Dhabi.
I'm not talking about Abu Dhabi. Who said I'm talking about Abu Dhabi? I don't know what I'm talking about. I just said something happened 8 months ago. Why do you hung on the stream? Are you back? Yes, you are. But yeah, anyway. But Bottas, I was talking about, I think Alfa Romeo need to figure out their shit as well because they've had some
Their shit is dependent on Ferrari figuring out their shit. Because they're buying the engine from them. And if Ferrari is like, देखो हम लोग का भी यही प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है तो तुम लोग का भी यही प्रॉब्लम होगा तो मतलब until Ferrari figure it out, Haas is going to suffer and Alfa Romeo is going to suffer.
Ferrari, the company, was born out of Alfa Romeo back in the early 50s. The company Ferrari was born out of Alfa Romeo. Enzo Ferrari was working for Alfa Romeo and then. So anyway, how can we end before talking about the greatest FP3 session, the history of Formula One has seen?
Please.
Do you want to talk about it?
I missed it. So you please elaborate on this whole thing. Well, it was Latifi getting dry conditions, right?
Towards the end, it was mixed conditions, and he also did a lap on the wet tires.
Asha.
41.4.
Okay.
And when he did a 41.4 on the wets, it was the inters. When I say like wet tires, I mean the wet compound. It was the intermediate tires. And I remember Leclerc was P2. So Leclerc, probably the first time in the history of F1, someone has asked the race engineer, what was Latifi's lap time? And I was just laughing. I was like, Leclerc actually asking Latifi's lap time.
Anybody asking Latifi's lap time?
Like, what's wrong with you?
People just generally ask, where is Latifi? I want to avoid him on the racetrack.
He's like P1. So then he finished the lap and his race engineer comes on, okay, good one, Nicky. That's P1, good effort. And Nicky's like, oh, I was wondering if all that clapping was for me. And Martin Brundle on commentary. Yeah, that was, bro. Like, obviously. He's just not used to it. Like, shit, mere liye. What is this place? What is the turtle meme?
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't think so there's much left to talk about apart from the fact that now the point lead is 80. And after the summer break, we're going to come back. It's going to be a summer break for us as well. We're not going to be, unfortunately, having a Formula One podcast unless we record and release part 2 of Talking Motorsports, episode 2 with someone.
One more announcement to make before we part ways.
We're not parting ways. I had something else to say.
Oh, please.
Huh?
Please go ahead.
I was just saying that there's a triple header coming up right after literally it's a triple header. We've got Belgium, we've got Italy, and then we've got we've got Monza. We got Italy. Yeah. So no, I just said Belgium, Monza, and no, we have a triple header. Netherlands. Then Woot. If I'm not wrong, I think. Yes, it's Belgium, Netherlands, Italy. So if something very similar to what we have seen today happens in the next 2 races also, we see Max Verstappen going into Italy with about a 120 point gap. So making it a possibility that by United States kind of wrapping up the title. So yeah, let's see if that happens. Just a fun fact.
What is going to happen though at Spa, as rightly pointed out by Yash, is the whole वो लकड़ा वकड़ा चेंज करना पड़ेगा सब लोग को. Porpoising का जो रेगुलेशन लाए थे ना वो.
Correct.
That could mean that Red Bull lose more pace, because obviously they've implemented a bunch of those things, and we're seeing Mercedes catch up to Red Bull.
Correct.
Let's see. Maybe they'll figure it out in these 3-4 weeks. It'll be interesting. It'll definitely be interesting. But while we're here,
I read your message. That's how I said, Varun. I heard the news. I read your WhatsApp. He's come on chat to say we asked you to Alpine confirm.
He did that a while ago. That's what I.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's when you said na, I have some news. I was like, uska hi WhatsApp aaya. I was like, hey, aaya. Mere ko bhi aaya.
Now what was I saying? Yeah. Oh yeah. Announcement. Fantasy football fans. Forlo. Couch Pundits has a fantasy football league now for the Premier League. So FPL, if you play FPL, come join us. The code is going to be up in our Instagram. I'm going to add the league code here as well. It's nice. It's a year-long competition, at the end of which there will be no prizes. Okay, we're not saying we're going to give you money or any of those things, because other than it being illegal, we don't have money to give you.
Hey, you get prizes, okay? You get pride.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't get any pride also. All you get is a feeling of sadness. But the link is here in the chat. If you guys want to join, please do. It'll be fun. We will be doing podcasts and things around the whole thing. So it'll be fun. Come join. Thank you. Bye. If
you guys haven't liked the video yet, please like. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Follow Couch Pundits Sports on Instagram. The link is in the description. Don't forget to follow us, because we post a lot of content: football, cricket, Formula 1. If you guys do like the podcast, please don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon, because we do one every Tuesday 9:30 p.m. After the race. We'll be back every week. I mean, every week the race is there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today, and we'll see you guys after the Belgian Grand Prix. Bye.